Coucou les coucous! De retour à Outerwilds. Faudrait peut-être que je plug mes écouteurs. Ok, mon main screen il est tout noir pour le jeu, mais je... Ah, ok, je pense que j'ai trouvé mon problème. What the fuck? Mon main moniteur ne vaut rien. Bref, je pause puis je reviens. Alright, et par rebrancher mon moniteur comme du monde, apparemment, c'était... Je l'avais fermé par accident. Fait... Ouais, not exactly. Alright. Y. Ouais, toi c'est là où j'avais été la dernière fois. Toi, je l'ai pas trouvé. Toi, je pense que je t'ai trouvé. Ceci dit. Alright. On va essayer de trouver. Il doit être à la surface, il peut pas être si loin que ça, là. Alright. Alright, break. Regarde. C'est un arbre. Good enough for me. C'est quoi le proverbe? If you can get up from your landing, you're good enough. Alright, j'ai vu qu'il y avait des arbres, fait que, ouais, oxygène. Ok, t'es pas ici. The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm going to go with harrowing because of the, all the meteor, but hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little and there's some sort of old nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Don't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Ok, fait que le gars, il est peut-être dans le... Quoi déjà? F, G, non. R. Right click. Ah, oh, il est dans mon spacesuit. Je peux pas. Mon jetpack aussi est dans mon spacesuit. Alright. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. Ah, c'est là que tu me le dis. Alors, qu'est-ce que je cherche? Ça. Non. Alright. Q, Q, Y. Still good, still good. All right. De barque, j'ai de quoi sur le cul, ouais. Gravity, 0.9. Ça descend ici. Plume, the trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely. The entire plant, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet, and I've never seen them move. It's not even possible. If anyone else witnessed this disturbing behavior, no problem. I implore you record your observation here. Either these trees are aberrant or my brain must be. Plume is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read this note. Alarmingly, it is only the trees. There is other matter in this area, such as the unusual shard of rock moving in this same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis. This rock shard presents a significance. We should study it. Could it be that what causing other nearby objects to also move about this area? Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Bells. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend a step to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Alright, ça c'est les roches qui se téléportent. Plume Felix. And I have determined this typical shard of rock is the reason object in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. Of note, Felix, unique signals coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend, the Wandering Moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal, shard produced calling out from Giant Deep, Timber Heart, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. J'ai même pas peur. Thatch. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the Wandering Moon. I imagine the moon behavior and disc groves are related. Plume. In her note from earlier, Felix mentioned... Oh, her note? Ok. Ah non, c'est nous autres qui gender là. C'est eux autres qui ont des gender apparemment. Felix mentioned this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere in the Brittle Hollow. What if it is originally from this planet? Plume, hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. All right. Je veux savoir comment rentrer là. Aïe aïe. Ça c'est un way up. C'est une fenêtre? Non. Ah, j'avais trouvé ça l'autre fois. Below 90. Ça va sacrer le camp dans pas long, ça. Be welcome in this plate. Above you stand the Tower of Quantum Knowledge bells. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. The Crossroad, East 190. Am I gonna die? Non, ok, c'était... Pour un endroit qui n'a pas de gravité, je trouve qu'il y a beaucoup de gravité. Ok. Fait que ça Gravity Shift. Pas l'air d'être capable d'aller là. Alright, on va aller. T'as l'air de me pitcher directement dans le White Hole, which... Not quite what I want, Yo! Rebek, oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Well, I guess that means I've been out here for a while, huh? Well, this Brittle Hollow. This is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. The alien race lived in the solar system long before species ever existed, even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, well, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. You want to know how I even got this far? I fell, tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck. I landed somewhere my little scout says it's halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be, yeah. I learned something. Where should I explore here? What are you doing out here? See you later. Oh, cool. What is it? I found the Nomad escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow, so then the Nomad probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? Where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomad arrived here. Where should I explore here? Oh wow, where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole. Actually, that's very no. Which is unfortunate because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just north of here. You can kind of see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface, trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomad structure here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you know anything about the Nomad, I'd love to hear if it's not too much trouble. What are you doing here? Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or the archaeologist, I guess, seeing as I'm all Timber's heart got right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomad history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure of trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any question about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian, or I have knowledge of them, I mean, so maybe I can help. I saw the old settlement. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. Really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Heart, you know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteor and rock stuff. I saw the sunless city on Ember Twin. You mean there's another Nomai city inside of Ember Twin? That's incredible. A whole city and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the cave by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. The Sunless City. Wow. That means there were 2 groups of Nomai. One that live on Ember Twin. Excuse me. And one that live here on Brittle Hollow. But they must have traveled around the solar system since Nomai writing can be found on other planets too. Oh, okay. If you do learn something new about the Nomai though, I'd love to hear it. If you don't mind, I mean. Power of quantum knowledge. Ok. Le black hole me ramène là. Oh, okay. Gravity Canyon? Cannon? Cannon. Hanging City. I mean, I know exactly what's there. Do, 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 do. Alright, qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Not entirely sure, and let's move on. Gravity Crystal Workshop, 140 mètres. On va continuer. I'm alive! On va explorer par ici. Seems foolish. Ah, attends, il y a un des trucs qu'on voyait sur le mur, je crois bien. Ship hull breach detected. On dirait que mon vaisseau va pas survivre le cycle. Ship log updated. Oop. School District, Meltwater District, Ice Shrine District, Black Hole Forge District. Black Hole Forge Control. Okay. The Ashland project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Ominous music. Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Oh, I know. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core. Or any of the original crafter of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler core. Poke, I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona's explained many of his design to me. Idea. This is the safest path of our clan. This is the safest path, the best one. Our goal is worth the risk. Evans. Cassava. Is it though? We haven't tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential harm. Poke. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. Spire. Abandoning the vessel warp core in its casing means losing valuable knowledge. Mythos. This is true. However, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. Ship logs updated. Poke. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice. For the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Poke. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own ability? Je vais dans maison de Poke. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange, even though my time with him was short. I miss my old mentor, and deeply. Poke. Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. Oh, now wait, what? If only now, I only know what he taught me. What if I had bitten off a larger portion of that I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best. And as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clarion Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Flux. This would require a return to Dark Bramble Plume. My father said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor Coleus Cicad. His old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil and ember twins. Using them knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Oh. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in a fossil fish cave when we were children. What Melora and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crash said it sustained lethal injury. There's no guarantee reward for this. There's no guarantee reward for this risk. Connoy. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Cassava. Even if it no longer functioned, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Man, il va falloir que je passe un épisode Ou justement pas un épisode, juste à lire les logs. Ah, je pense que ça vient de sauter. Une demi-heure. Très le fun de sortir dehors, voir où ce qu'on est. Pas vraiment eu le temps. Je suis sorti dehors au moins. Alright. Bon, ben c'était un épisode. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.